Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about Bridgerton Season 2. Now, I've got to tell you, I am a massive fan of Season 1. I was immediately sucked in. I thought it was a perfect season. I loved the mystery that unfolded throughout the whole thing on who the heck was Lady Whistledown. And obviously, we know at the end of Season 1, we did get that reveal. So how did it affect Season 2? Let's dive into it. I'm going to give you guys my spoiler-free review of Bridgerton Season 2, which hits Netflix very, very soon on March 25th. Let's dive into it. Let's talk about it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one, more reviews, trailer reactions, and celebrity interviews. Hey, Tessa from MamasGeeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so I gotta start off and admit something. I do not think that Bridgerton Season 2 is better than Season 1. I much preferred Season 1 over this one. I don't think it held a candle to it at all. And that is not to say that it doesn't have its moments, because it does. And it is a good season overall. It's fine. There's moments that I absolutely love. There's elements that I absolutely love in here. And there's elements that I think really, really took away from the season as a whole. Now, I personally have not read the books, but I know friends who have, and I kind of got into a deep conversation with one of them about the changes that were made, the things that were going on here, and you guys, I found out in the books, Lady Whistledown was not even revealed until book number 4, and I think that was the right way to do things. I truly think knowing her identity all throughout this season just really took away from so much of that mystery and drama that we got in Season 1. I mean, I guess, yes, we're sitting here watching the season and watching Penelope trying to hide that from everybody, from her friends and her family, and sneaking around even more, but it still was like not as high stakes, I felt like, as last season. It just kind of was like, well, I wish we didn't know. I wish it was still, ooh, who is Lady Whistledown, right? I wish we had that. I also feel like, listen, this main story, there's so much on the do not reveal list. There's so much I'm not allowed to talk about. So this is very, very hard. But this main story, let's call it, right? As you can tell by the poster, I mean, this is the year that the Viscount has decided that he will take a wife. So this is Anthony's season, so to speak. And I really, really enjoyed him. I thought he was fantastic, along with his chemistry with the two newcomers of the Ton, so to speak, Edwina and Kate Sharma. Now, I really loved their story. This core story, I thought it was fantastic. I thought the chemistry was amazing. There are some steamy moments that I was like, "Ooh, okay, things are getting hot in here." But then it just didn't feel as steamy and as exciting and as romantic as Season 1, and that was a little bit of a letdown for me. Although, like I said, I really did love this core story. I was a little frustrated that we got so many other side stories. Now, from what I tell from the book, they usually very much focus on one character. And I get that it's a show. You need to know, well, what's going on with Colin? What's going on with Eloise? What's going on with the Featheringtons? You know, that is important, sure. I just felt like there was too much of it. There was too many side stories going on where I would have much rather seen Anthony, Kate, and Edwina the entire time. I would have much preferred this full, all 8 episodes, all about them, because they are where I was like into the story. We get some flashback stuff. We got some PTSD trauma type stuff. I'm really not allowed to talk about it, but there's some fantastic elements sprinkled throughout here, along with mental health stuff, which I really, really thoroughly enjoyed. But again, it just felt like there was too much going on with the side stuff. Like, yes, the Featherington story was interesting. Sure, I would have loved what they do in this season. I can't talk about it, but what they do in this season with them being a full season of their own with tiny little elements of other things going on. I just think it would have worked out better. Because of that, the pacing was off a little bit, and some moments felt rushed, where some moments felt like we had too much in those moments. It was just frustrating. Frustrating is the right word. It was frustrating because I was like, can we get back to Kate and Anthony and Edwina? Can we get back to what they're doing? And you're just spending too much time with these other characters that just isn't what the season was supposed to be about. Of course, the sets and the costuming are just as gorgeous as last season, if not even more beautiful. I love looking at the dresses. I love the elements. of this time period. I think it's fantastic. Again, something they did very well with season 1, something they, again, did very well with season 2. So I think my biggest issues is it felt like there was too much going on at times, and it kind of threw off the pacing for me. And I just felt like it wasn't as steamy, right? It wasn't as steamy as Daphne's season, who, honestly, she pops up very little time here, which I understand. It almost felt like, could she have just written a letter in support for her brother? I didn't feel that her presence was necessary, so to speak, because she does, say, I left my baby and husband at home to be here. Why? Why did you leave your baby and husband at home? Just stay home, write a letter in support of Anthony or whatever, and Eloise, and then be done. I don't know. It just felt like she was very underused this season, and what was the point? Overall, you guys, unfortunately, I loved Bridgerton season 1 so much more than Bridgerton season 2, but that does not mean I am not hyped for Bridgerton season 3, because I am. I'm fully invested in this world, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Of course, there's just a few things that were letdowns for me, and I really wish they had kept the identity of Lady Whistledown from us for at least until season 3. I thought that really took away from this season, unfortunately. So I give Bridgerton season 2 a 3 out of 5. But guys, I still really enjoyed it. Maybe it's because I binged it literally in one day back to back, and maybe I don't recommend that. Maybe take a couple of days so you can really take your time. And like I said, there are some episodes that have pacing issues. So perhaps if you spread it out over 2 to 3 days over the long weekend, things will be better. I don't know. Bridgerton season 2 hits Netflix on March 25th. And like I said, while it doesn't hold a candle to season 1, it's still absolutely worth a watch. And I can't wait to see what happens in season 3. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Now, if you've already seen season 2 by the time you get to this review, let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Tell me why I'm wrong. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about this. Be sure to give me that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. You guys can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at MamasGeeky over there. MamasGeeky. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.